Alright, in this problem we're asked to solve the system by substitution. Show your work. So I rewrote the equations right in the center so you can see them more clearly. Solve the following system by substitution. So when we're solving by substitution, we need to have a variable isolated or by itself on one side of the equation. So this scenario is actually the perfect situation for substitution. Sometimes we have equations that aren't Sometimes we have equations such as like in standard form where we need to isolate a variable, but here we already have our variables isolated. So the goal of solving by substitution is to have one of our variables isolated like we do here, and we want to plug that value or the value of the variable into the other equation. Let me show you what I mean. For example, here we have y equals x plus 4. So since we know that y means the same thing as x plus 4, I could substitute this x plus 4 in for the y in our second equation. Or since I know that y equals negative 2x plus 1, I could substitute the negative 2x plus 1 in for the y in the first equation. It does not matter. I'm just going to go with substituting the x plus 4 into the second equation just to make things simple. So our second equation then becomes x plus 4, we're going to put that in parentheses, equals negative 2x plus 1. You don't need parentheses, it's just a good habit to get into for future problems. Now we're just going to solve this equation. So we could start by adding 2x to both sides. That gives us 3x plus 4 equals 1. Now I could subtract 4 from both sides, and I get 3x equals 1 minus 4 simplifies to negative 3, and that means x equals negative 1. From here, to find the value of y, I'm going to take this negative 1, and we're going to plug it back in for x in either one of the equations. We're going to go with the first equation here because it's a little bit simpler. So our first equation then becomes y equals x, which we already know is negative 1, plus 4. Negative 1 plus 4 simplifies to 3, so we have y equals 3. So now we know that x equals negative 1 and y equals 3. And we can write our answer as the ordered pair negative 1, 3. And this is our final answer.